Greetings. Welcome to Sophisticated Intuition. Today I provide you with your yearly forecast of 2021. This is a general message and may not resonate with all of you. You may also view your ascendant and moon sign messages for more information. All right, so let's begin. This is going to be for the sign of Taurus. What is it that they need to know for the year of 2021, please, for the sign of Taurus? Overall energy, may have 3 cards from this deck. The sign of Taurus, please, Spirit. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Neptune, inspiration, dreams, spirituality, and delusion. Okay. So I want to start off by saying I am doing my astrology homework. However, I'm not done. So I don't know where the placement of Neptune is for your sign at the moment, but look it up. I'm always going to tell you to look it up regardless of what knowledge I have attained, because then you'll be able to place it into your individual life as it resonates for you. But I am doing my homework, guys. So, but what am I getting from that Neptune? Okay. Neptune gives me a very, deep energy where I just feel like I'm hearing deep diving. What is his name? Oh my goodness, I haven't watched him in a little while, but he's a YouTuber and he says, let's deep dive or deep diving or something like that. I just love him. He's got some really good energy. I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, it's giving me that, okay, the Neptune. I feel like, so I try to explain it to some of my clients, like when I do the personal guidance, I always start us off with, or I've tried to anyway, start us off with 3 deep breaths, right? When I get ready to get into my meditation, it could be a series of deep breaths. But what it feels like when I try to explain it to those who are newer to or just have interest or curiosity, it's like that moment, like the moment that you go from above water to underwater. Like that's what that deep diving feels like for me. Okay. When I think about, for those of you who are actual divers, you know what it is to deep dive. Okay. There is a cluster of fear and excitement and adrenaline just going all at once. Right. I had the privilege and honor to scuba dive. Okay. Did I say scuba dive? Snorkel. Sorry, I keep calling it scuba diving. It felt like scuba diving. So try not to carry your message out too long here with my examples, but this is what's coming up for your message here. So I had an experience. I got to go snorkeling earlier, just at the end portion of last year, and because of all of the restrictions and everything, they were getting ready to shut down that location pretty soon. So it was a Sunday and the captain announced that like all the boaters were out because it was pretty much their last day to go boating. So the boat we were on, because we left a little later, was going to have a hard time finding somewhere to dock near the land, which is where they typically would take us to snorkel so that it would be in shallow water. Okay. But because they didn't have that space availability to dock near the shallow water, they had to dock out in the center, which meant that we would be snorkeling in 25 feet deep water. So I could go on about, I know how to swim, guys, but I've never swam in 25 feet deep water. And I obsessed with the ocean, okay, and everything about it, but I've never gone further than where my knees could could reach the water, where the water reaches my knees, okay, and I'm short, so listen. But I jumped in that water and put on that mask and snorkeled in that 25 feet deep water. And the moment of putting the mask on and putting my face in that water, there's like I can't explain it, but I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to tell you this long story about, is about, that Neptune energy. It's inspiring, right? When you have such an experience, when you get ready to meditate, it's a very similar feeling of right before you go from land to water or above water to underwater, okay? So, Taurus, with all of that, you're deep diving in the year 2021, okay? Whether that's actual deep diving, okay, taking that leap of faith and jumping out into that middle of the ocean, or you are just deep diving into your spirituality here. That's what I'm getting for you, okay? All right, for the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the year of 2021? Whoa, okay, well, a lot came out there, and some of them fell on the floor, so hold on a second. Okay, let's try that again. For the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the year of 2021? Beautiful. Okay. Well. Okay. Love it. Okay. All right. So 3 of Cups energy, beautiful celebrations, reunion. I'm feeling like coming together. Okay. So a lot of you will be finding your tribes. Okay. As you deep dive, you're going to find people who vibrate at the same frequency as you, who have an understanding, who can connect with you in that same way. I feel like you're going to be looking for those people a little bit, Taurus. That's what I feel like. Okay. All right, let me clarify before I get into this, all right? All right, for the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the year of 2021? Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. All right. Well, actually, so I'm going to take them because there's 2 that came out, and I really try to, for timing purposes, I'm just going to try to get down to 1. But Spirit does want you to see here the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles, okay? So what I'm getting here is that there's some energy going into some healing, okay, in your year. Why? Because it's coming out to clarify temperance. But I'm going to put these back and try to get to 1. May come out with the same message regardless what card comes out. But there feels to be like some emphasis on healing here. And it's all related to your spiritual journey, Taurus, okay? Because that's what's coming out the most. But let me go ahead and try and clarify that with 1 clarifier. All right, Spirit, for temperance for Taurus, what is it that, thank you. Okay, yep. That's what I was getting. So it's the same energy, but we'll get into it. So Page of Wands is here at the bottom, right? So Page of Wands is a messenger of good news. He's inspiration, okay? He comes in to tell you you got the job. He comes in to tell you you got the raise. He comes in to tell you that you're doing a good job, okay? So the Page of Wands is here. You have a lot of light energy going on for you for the year 2021, Taurus. That 3 of Cups is just standing out to me so much here about you connecting with others, okay? All right, so let's see. Waning crescent. Surrender, restore, reflection, intuition, stillness. Okay, so Taurus. And this is kind of a collective energy. And when I say collective, I mean all of us, okay, where we're going to be using our intuition. I spoke in the conjunction message about, the great awakening or spiritual alignment happening across the board, right? Well, we're going to be seeing that a lot. We're going to be seeing a lot more readers come out, okay? We're going to be seeing a lot more, I shouldn't say readers, I should say intuits or empaths, okay? Because everyone is not going to go down the lane of utilizing tarot or divination, but we're going to be using our intuition to guide us in our own lives, as well as I am hearing and seeing, Taurus, and maybe this is you or someone coming up to you, okay? Where someone just comes, Page of Wands energy, and tells you, did you know you have a gift to do this or that? And you'll be like, Trying to do the Twilight Zone music, but I don't think it came out that way. For some of you are tapped in already, so it doesn't matter. You're gonna be like, oh, okay, thanks for the information. Let me get home and start studying that. Okay. Others of you are gonna be like, what? How do you know this? Okay. So I'm gonna give you an example. I guess, Taurus, you're gonna have a long message here because I'm gonna give you an example. This was so many years ago, and I can't remember all of the details. But I remember me and my best friend, we at that time had been best friends for probably about 25 years. We didn't consider each other friends. We were sisters, and you couldn't tell us anything different. As far as we were concerned, we were blood relatives, period, point, and blank. And we would fall out sometimes, like sisters do. And we had some type of disagreement. It was probably so insignificant because not just because it's been so long now, but even at only a few years later, I could not recall what it was we were fighting over. But she wasn't speaking to me. And I think I was at fault in this particular case. She was at fault most of the time, guys. But I think I was at fault in most of the time. And I was very emotional. So when we wouldn't speak, we would just like stop talking to each other, which is what eventually happened to us. And this time it was over nothing. Like we just outgrew one another. But anyways, that takes us down another road. In this particular time frame, we just stopped speaking. We just didn't speak. And I think I had tried to call her. Something was happening in my life, and I tried to call her because when you have that one best friend, you can't tell everybody about everything. So she's the only person I was able to tell everything to. And it was probably something that was embarrassing for me. I don't even remember, but I just know that I wanted to talk to her and she did not answer. And I was I was at work, but I was on my lunch, and there was a Jack in the Box across the way. So I needed to get away from the office. So I went to the Jack in the Box, I ordered my food, and I sat down in a quiet booth in the back. And there was nobody else in the Jack in the Box when I first came in. And I was unwrapping my sandwich and I was eating, and the tears just started to flood. It wasn't like the 3-year-old sobbing, but just, the slow tears. Just embracing everything whatever it was I was experiencing. I can't really remember. It had to be some matters of the heart, whatever. And I wanted to talk to my sister about it, and she wouldn't answer. So I was crying. And probably 3 minutes into my cry, a homeless gentleman walked in. I had seen him before because he frequented the area, and he's one of the kind of homeless that has like their whole bundle in a grocery cart. They live there, that they don't have anywhere else to go. So try not to make this too long for you. I just want to tell you that I actually have a very fond heart for homeless people and for those who are impoverished. So I was like, well, and this was way before any type of entrance into the spiritual realm. However, I was very aware of my gift at that time. It was actually pretty strong at that time, but I just wasn't using it in this way. So anyways, homeless man walks in. He goes to the counter to order his sandwich, and he didn't have enough change to get the sandwich that he wanted. I overheard this, so I wiped my face, and I walked over and I gave him, the rest of the money that he needed to get his sandwich, and I came back and I sat down and finished eating my sandwich. Well, he sat down in the restaurant and he came over. I was done crying. He didn't see me crying, guys. Maybe you could tell from my eyes, they probably were puffy, but he didn't see me crying. But he came over and sat down at the table where I was, and he said, "You don't have to cry about her. She loves you and she does want to talk to you, but she needs some time right now." A homeless man that I don't know came and sat down and told me that, okay? And then I burst out into tears. But it didn't freak me out. I wasn't in this world, okay? I wasn't in this spiritual realm. I was very much a traditional Christian, but it didn't freak me out. I just knew that God had sent an angel to deliver a message. Page of Wands, okay? All right, so that's a long example, but I needed to get that out to you, Taurus, because it feels like someone is going to approach you and tell you something that for some of you are going to be like, oh my God, who are you? Wait a minute. What witchcraft is this? And for others of you, you're going to welcome the message. Thank the angel that appeared and go on your way using the information that's been given to you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. All right, now the sun is here in the center of the reading. Happiest card in the deck. Okay, this is giving you clarity. So it says self-expression, ego, creativity, and identity. So for many of you, you are finding out who you are. Okay, I'm feeling like I just feel the sun beaming on you. Okay, it feels like when you have the anointing on you. Okay, people can see a glow. Okay, take it off of spirituality here. And when you're in love, in the first beginning stages of love, you have a certain glow. Okay, when you get pregnant, you have a certain glow. Okay, that's your aura shining. Okay, illuminating. It's almost as like a beacon. Okay, so there's an energy here of that here with the sun coming in, and a very happy new year for you, Taurus. Okay, then we have Aquarius energy. Okay, that's air energy. That is the star energy. Okay, can I get this in here? Yeah, star energy. Okay, wish fulfillment, destiny. Okay, I'm getting here speaking truth. Okay, so it must be a little bit of Queen of Swords type of energy coming out for you in the year 2021. For some of you, I'm hearing motivational speaker. So for some of you, maybe going into motivational speaking where you're going to be, you're going to be in the forefront or in the limelight is what I'm hearing. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, look at you. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. Working on your growth, okay? Put in that effort and that energy and that time and that love and that space into becoming or growing, whatever, okay? Now, when we do this, we have to understand, especially when the 7 of Pentacles shows up, that we have to have patience, right? That little tree that's sprouted here is going to grow to a huge oak, okay? Or something. And it's going to take a little while to get there, okay? But you are, Taurus, putting in the time, the effort, the energy, the space, and the love, like I said, to grow and nurture that development, okay? Now look at this. High Priestess energy with the King of Cups. Okay, so like I said, an emphasis on using intuition this year. Okay, an emphasis on your inner knowing, your inner wisdom, listening to your gut is what I'm hearing with the King of Cups. So see, the King of Cups, we talk about how he's so full of love, right? And if you notice also, so there's a timing message coming out here because the High Priestess is Pisces energy, as well as there's a fish around that King of Cups neck. Okay, so there's a strong emphasis on Piscean energy here. Meaning date-wise, okay? Where what I was trying to get to with the King of Cups, he's can be a little aloof, okay? But he's so full of love. But he knows exactly who to give his cup to because he uses his intuition to do so, okay? Let me go ahead and clarify the High Priestess and the King of Cups. Why is this here for Taurus, please? High Priestess and the King of Cups. Why is it? Thank you. Because of the Knight of Cups. Okay. I'm feeling like Taurus, you are calling in, and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Okay. First of all, you're calling in spirit. Okay. That just like leaped out with the Hermit. But quiet as kept, and this is just an energy for the collective. I see that now because it's coming on over and over again. We about to be quiet, y'all. So I say that as I'm, supposed to be some type of YouTube influencer. I don't even think that I would qualify for that. But, I'm As of tomorrow, I will be. So it's my anniversary, everyone. I've been trying to be quiet as kept, but it's my anniversary for Sophisticated Intuition on the 11th. I'm doing this message on the 10th, so it's tomorrow that I would have launched publicly my spiritual practices, as well as, you know, the general messages and the spiritual journey portion of the channel for 1 year as of tomorrow. And so I have been, you know, really excited about that, but I'm just really quiet about it. Okay. And so when I say that, Spirit has actually been guiding me to like keep more to myself. Okay. And so here I'm presented with a challenge of trying to provide a service to the collective, as well as assist in the enlightenment of the collective by way of YouTube. Okay. Again, this is not for fame or fortune, not in the least bit. Okay. I just want to share the knowledge and wisdom that I have, but there are some things that I am becoming aware of that I have to keep to myself, that you got to find out for yourself. Okay. And so it's, you know, what is it? Know thyself. Okay. So this year, the message to me from Spirit has been to shh. Okay. So there's some things that I won't be able to share a part of my journey as I go forward with the YouTube portion of my services. Okay. And just in case you're going to want to catch it, the first, spiritual journey transformation episode that will be released on tomorrow is going to be about distractions. Okay. So, tune in for that. Okay. But anyways, Taurus, it feels as if there is a hidden energy here with the Hermit and the High Priestess of knowing who to give your cup of love to, first of all. Okay. Also, for many of you, calling in that cup of love, okay? Using your intuition. It's like a compass is what I'm getting, okay? I'm getting like a compass. Do I go north, south, east, or west? You know which way to go. You know to go west because you're utilizing your intuition like a compass. Okay, all right. Now, Temperance is here with the King of Wands. Okay, got a lot of glare because there's a lot of sunshine in the back, and candles and lights. Okay, but the King of Wands here came out with Temperance. Okay, so both Sagittarian energy could be connected, but you know we don't get caught up in zodiacs here at Sophisticated in the message because it's all energy, right? But King of Wands and Temperance is here. What came out? I can't remember the two cards that came out. It was the Three of Swords and Six of Pentacles, I think. Nope. I know it was the Three of Swords and something else. I apologize. See how quickly it leaves my mind? But the Temperance and the King of Wands are giving me that same exact energy that came out, which means that you are going to be working on your healing, okay? Taking action with this King of Wands here, okay? On your healing, okay? Actively, I'm hearing childhood traumas, okay? So let's take a step back here because it's a general message, and I think that's why there's a flood of information coming out here. But I feel like a focus for the Taurus collective on your spiritual journey, okay? And I feel where you're working on investing in your time and energy is going into your growth and development and understanding of who you are and where you're going, okay? Then there's also a message here in romance about working on putting the effort and energy into your connection, okay? And allowing your intuition to be your compass and your guide and guide you in the right direction of where you should put your love, okay? Or where you should put your energy for that matter. But there's a moment here in the year 2021 where you have to actively work on your healing, okay? Where you have to deal with the shadows, okay? There's an energy of that. Let me go ahead and clarify. Temperance and King of Wands. Why is this here for Taurus, please? Wow. where we get Knight of Wands and Four of Pentacles. So it's the very same energy right there. Letting go, okay? Working on letting go of that in and out energy. Temperance and King of Wands. Why is this here for Taurus, please? Just one card, please. Whoa. Okay. What do we get? Strength. Okay. Taurus, yes. So there's a period in the year 2021 where you're going to have to overcome anxiety, fear, worry, stress, okay? Mental anguish, mental conflict, okay? It feels like for me that when we're doing spiritual work, we have to face our fears, okay? And that's what I'm getting. You see, she's faced her fear here with the lion, okay? She's able now to feed him by hand, okay? And not be concerned about him eating her hand along with the snack, okay? Or making her hand a snack. He probably can't see it because of the glare. Let's see. There we go. He's licking her, okay? She has faced her fears, and the lion has as well, because a lot of the times animals attack because they're afraid, right? So there's something here about you no longer being afraid or coming out of fear, okay? Okay, let me get you a romance angel for the sign of Taurus, please. What is it that they need to know for the year of 2021? Whoa, okay. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so that is you developing your faith, developing your spirituality, and retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, Taurus. So I think I made mention to that earlier. So for those of you in terms of romance, completely, there is an energy here of working on your trust, working on those insecurities, right? Working on the fears that you have in your connections, okay? Being able to just, with that Eight of Swords coming out here, being able to blindly trust someone, okay? There's an energy of that. Then there's, with the retreat here, about that disconnecting from the world. In order for you to tap into your intuition at its highest, you have to disconnect, okay? So there's an underlining message here for you to remove yourself from the things that are distracting you, okay? All right, let's get you a major arcana. So if you watch other messages to cross watch or to get your ascendant and moon information, you're probably going to see the cards placements, or when I shuffled out what at different times, because Spirit guided me to just freestyle. Okay, so that's what we're going with. Just in case you're watching, it's like major arcana came out first, major arcana was second. Well, I'm freestyling here today because I'm being led by the Spirit, truthfully, by Spirit and truth. Okay, all right. Whoa, look at here, flew out there. I don't know if you've seen that. High Priestess energy, okay? So Taurus, listen, what you're doing for the year 2021, you are in your High Priestess energy. You are accessing the information that is behind the veil. Look, the hermit behind the veil, okay? So that's the energy for you, Taurus. Really, you're just going behind the veil to seek answers, to get knowledge, to gain wisdom, to share with the collective. You're using your inner compass to guide you to your tribe here, okay? You may come up against some places or times throughout the year where you need to face your fears and operate from a place of courage while you are actively healing from past life trauma, childhood trauma, recent trauma, whatever, okay? But with that High Priestess coming out, it's just you are like seriously focused on tapping in. And see, I can understand it because it can become almost an obsession. You know, we got to be careful when we're dealing with spiritual realms, and we want to make sure that we're doing things in the higher vibration. So be careful with being obsessed with, okay? Remember to get grounded, go out into nature. If you can get to the woods, get to the woods. If you live in the woods, that's awesome. How much does it cost? I'm trying to do that. Just kidding, Taurus. But, you know, if you can't get to the woods, just go outside in your own backyard or go to the local park and put your feet in the ground with no socks and no shoes on. Connect so that you can ground yourself, okay? Because very easily you can get swept away. And especially if you're in the learning phases, you have to remember to protect yourself, okay? All right, so let's see. Making magic. for a sign of Taurus. What is it that they need to know, please, for the year of 2021? The sign of Taurus. What was that? Beautiful. Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. Taurus. Okay, I'll see you there. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. So many of you will be going to a higher level financially. Others of you are simply, and I say that very lightly because it's not simple, activating your third eye. Okay? Activating your third eye, gaining access. You have been given permission to access behind the veil. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get your spiritual guidance from the spirit animal for the sign of Taurus, please. Buffalo spirit, the abundant universe will provide. The number 10, angel number 10. Okay, that's all about a new beginning. Okay, but look that up for yourself and see how that resonates for you. Angel number 10. All right, let me read from the book. Buffalo Spirit comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude and the extraordinary potential available to you when you adopt a mindset of abundance. The ancient people of the Americas saw the buffalo as a symbol of abundance because the herds roamed far and wide and provided so many gifts: the meat, the hide, the bones. The tribes who hunted the buffalo used every bit of them, wasting nothing. Appreciative of the abundance, so too do you have many gifts available to you. Buffalo Spirit appears to let you know that you are in a powerful time to manifest your desires, not by force or pushing, but rather by following a natural path that rises up before you. Trusting that there is always plenty to go around, whether it be love, money, inspiration, or support, it's all there for you to claim. When you are grateful, you immediately align yourself with the truth that the world is rich and teeming with resources. There is always more than enough, and you are always enough. At this time, you can expect all intentions and needs to come into form that is right for you. Your heartfelt gratitude is making you a magnet for miracles. Buffalo Spirit's message is to remember that you co-create your reality in partnership with Spirit. So offer up your thanks and your prayers even before you see conditions you desire, not just for yourself, but for others too. Then you will quickly see the results in tangible ways. Gratitude has the magic to grow the good, so offer thanks and praise as you acknowledge all that you have and all that is possible. Oh, that's such a beautiful message to you, Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. That is your message for the year of 2021. Love and light.